it do what it do. Let it do what it do, what it do.
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
They up the level, I'm gonna up the level with them every time.
I mean what I say, lines only for.
Charlo just dropped Limon with that sweeping right and goes down face first.
All right, all right, all right. What it do, everybody. Welcome back to KQKC Boxing Network. What a night we had. What a fight we had. What a surprise we had. And that's just the beginning. We got a lot of fights coming down up the pipe. But first of all, what's going on Knockout Boxing 86 TV?
Man, I'm chilling, OG. How you doing, man? I'm ready to talk some boxing. David Benavidez drunk as a skunk. Garcia Shields and Alicia Baumgardner is up there going back and forth.
Yes,
and then
sir.
We got all the fights. We got all the fights. Devin Haney took the B side to Ryan Garcia, but he the face of boxing. My God, bro, it's so many things to talk about. I'm ready to get to it, man. How about you? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing okay, man. You know, I'm a little hoarse, but I'm okay though. You know, ain't that bad like I thought it would be. But I mean, the main event last night, you know, it was a nail biter. But he needed a lot of work. Eddie Hearn already said, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. All right. But first of all, let's see who all in the building are thus far. All right, we got All Things is up in here. What's going on, All Things? All right, what's going on, Thrill Hill? Oh, from Blueberry Hill. What's going on, Young World? Garcia. What's going on, my brother? Yes, sir. We got my man Jay Hardcore. Yes, sir. Hardcore Casual. Yes, sir. Just boxing talk. Yes, sir. We got Boss Dog is up in here, and we got my man JD. It's in the building. All right, that's what we got so far. All right, yes, sir. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Yes, sir. I see Dre sneaking in that back door. What's going on, Dre Noble? What's going on with you, brother? Salute to you. All right, yes, sir. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button and smash that like button and support the channel. Support Knockout Boxing 86 TV. All right, yes, sir. All right, all right. His Cash App is right there. My Cash App is right there. All right, so let's get on into this boxing talk, man.
Yeah, man. I want to talk about Clarissa Shields and Alicia Baumgardner. Did you see they look back and forth when they yesterday?
Did. Yes, I did.
So whose side are you on, man?
Man, you know, I'm not on neither one side, but
what's going on? Who you rocking with, man?
Well, first of all, Clarissa Shields, before that happened, they were showing her doing a little dance or whatever. She looked pretty good. She lost a little weight too, right? But then, of course, she saw Alicia Baumgardner sitting over there, and of course, she said she wanted to get her clout chasing going, so she stepped to her. She said, "Listen, you've been running her mouth, so I'm gonna step to her and see what's her problem." And they were going at it. But like Clarissa Shields say, hey, look, I'm the one that's a 3-time champ. I'm the one that's an Olympian. I'm the one that's undisputed. So she's going to have to come up to 154, all right, where I'm at. So, I mean, they were going back and forth. They was friends. Don't know what happened. They came out of not the same town, but they fought in the same town or the same state, all right? And that's Detroit, Michigan. And they just don't like each other now. They just don't like each other. And, of course, Alicia Baumgardner, she took the walk off first. And Clarissa Shields stood right there, and she wasn't going to leave. But I think Alicia Baumgardner need to leave Clarissa Shields alone. She's too big for her, and she's just too much for her right now. So she needs to fight in her own weight classes and not try to go up and wait, because that's going to slow her style of boxing down if she do go up. So that's how I look at it. But right now, I have to say I'm with Clarissa Shields. All right, I'm with the GOAT. All right, because she had proven herself already.
Yeah.
All right.
Alicia Baumgardner better leave her alone. She better quit barking up that tree, man. She can't mess with that girl, man. And you could tell when they got face to face, Lisa Baumgardner started looking into the crowd. Clarissa Shields started calling her a drug cheat, calling her all out of name. He said, "Yeah, you ain't," because Alicia was like, "You insecure." He said, "How I'm insecure? You a drug cheat?" I say, "Damn, you are." Then she don't even say nothing else. She's like, "You the one cheating and shit."
Miss Knockout Boss, what it
Hey,
do, my
what's up,
sister?
baby? Salute to Miss
All
K
right,
on the
Queen.
building. And
Yeah.
and at that point, Alicia started looking into the crowd. When you start looking into the crowd for help, it's over with, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's over with. She need to try to worry about Chantel Cameron. I see somebody put Katie Taylor in the chat. She need to worry about the women at 135 and 140 and shit. Because if she go up there messing with Clarissa, man, Clarissa's gonna beat her up. She might not stop her, but she's so much more skilled and she got so much more dog to me. Like she got dog and she don't have gas tank issues like Baumgardner. She gonna bully her and beat her up, man. She need to leave Clarissa Shields alone. And Clarissa Shields step to her. You could just tell she bigger, she more sure of herself. And like you said when you was talking, man, she more accomplished and she done been up there. She moved up to fight Savannah Marshall and shit, man. She done fought some dogs. She was fighting Franchon Cruz DeZern in like her first or second fight, bro. She's just she a different breed, man. She a different type of animal. So Alicia Baumgardner can't mess with that girl, man. She needs to stop clout chasing and leave her alone. Stay down there in the smaller weight classes, see what she can do at 135, 140.
That's right.
I think it's some girls at 140 that she can't beat. Like if she go to 140 messing around with Chantel Cameron, I think Chantel Cameron beat the brakes off her, man.
Yeah.
She need to focus on them girls and leave Clarissa alone because she go up too far to 154 where she ain't got no power. She carrying that extra weight. Man, Clarissa Shields gonna do her dirty, man. So that's what I think, man.
And Clarissa Shields, she's not a dumb, first of all, a dumb woman, and she's not a dumb fighter. Like she said, she's not going to go down to 147, whatever, and be drained. She said she want to whoop her ass, all right, while she got the strength and while she got her power and while she got her wits. So, yes, you're right. She better leave her alone. All right, because she's an MMA fighter slash boxer slash MMA fighter. Alicia Baumgardner, first of all, she should have never left Tony Harrison. She should have stayed right there where she was at because she was improving. She was improving as she fought. So that was the first mistake she made.
What you mean? She working with the trainer of the year, Bill Haney. She working with Bill Haney now.
Man, Bill ain't no damn trainer.
Bill knows his boxing.
Yeah, okay. he had to get help from other fighters like Joel Judah and everybody else. But
you don't think Bill gonna improve her game?
No, oh man, please no. And Bill already said it. We working on something else, right? Okay, well, then what you working on, Bill? Then if you ain't working on training, huh?
Come on, man.
Well, I'm just saying. Hey, that's me. That's all me. Hey, all right. Those my words. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Jaleel, what's up, man? That's crazy.
All right, what's up,
man? I'm with Clarissa. I'm with Clarissa Shields now. Yeah, it ain't B Diddy, man. That's B Diddy over there, man. Bill Haney, man.
Okay, B Diddy.
Yeah. What else you got, man? You want to get it? You want to get into one of these fights, or you got a news story you want to start with?
Well, I will say this. With the Devin Haney fight, it went up to $80. Okay, of course, it went up to $80, and for the Zone fans, Zone subscription, it's $69.99. Now, of course, the ticket, that's a wash. Of course, it's like plenty of seats left. Pick your seats, all right? Buy the nosebleeds and go down and sit by the ring. All right, that's what you do, right? Because right now the tickets are washed. Now they just need their purses paid. And how they gonna pay it? We gonna pay it. That's what it is. We're gonna pay it with the pay-per-view money. All right, they are in the red now. All right, that's what it is. Oscar did a bad promotion, and now you saw the title up there. When I said Tank versus Martin, already beats Haney in sales. They already, by word of mouth, they already beat them in ticket sales. That just right there in Houston, Texas. Now we know Texas is a fighting state. All right, no matter if it's in Houston or it don't matter if it's in Dallas. So right then and there, the tickets are selling. Soon they go on sale. Watch. So that's
Mm.
that's what I want to say before I get into the fights. All
Who do
right.
you blame? Who do you blame for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia's ticket sales and the pay-per-view probably not sell? Who do you blame for this event looking like it's gonna flop? Only
Okay.
13 days away. Who do you blame for that?
Now, like I said this week, you all, it's enough blame to go around. All right. First of all, I blame Bill Haney. First of all, the two press conferences, right? The first one, tank, 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 tank. The second one, toupee, hair, and the damn tape. Then also, I blame Ryan and Bill lying about that sparring tape. They forgot about the promotion and they started talking about the sparring tape for a couple weeks or so. So then, of course, you got Oscar. Oscar pretty much don't want to go down on the price of the tickets. He said, no, I want to keep it right there. Ryan ain't nothing Ryan can do. Then I
Yeah.
blame Ryan also. Because Ryan up there acting crazy. Ryan up there acting silly. Ryan was on Twitter Spaces, whatever y'all call it, right? He up there talking about God and glory and everything, besides talking about the fight. He needed promoting himself. Well, there's enough of blame to go around, baby. And then Devin, he said, oh, I'm about to knock him out. Devin, you ain't knocked nobody out in 5 years. So, I mean, it's enough to go around. All right. I'm sorry. It's just enough to go around. And I'm sorry. It was just a bad promotion. It was just a bad promotion. They took these young men and took them out of their element, took them out their fan base, and put them from the West Coast to the East Coast. And that was a disaster right there. So, it's a wash. We still better keep our fingers crossed that Ryan will show up in 2 weeks. All right, or 90 days, right? So they do have what we call a all assets coming out next week. So we're gonna
Yeah,
see how that
40 days or whatever. Yeah, 40
right.
days. Hopefully
Exactly.
that's good, man. Hopefully
So
that's
that's who
good.
I blame.
I blame. I mean, I think it's all of them, bro. I don't know. I'm kind of with you. Like I blame the promoters, right? Because it's stupid to move 2 California kids over to New York. It was
Right.
stupid to have Arnold Barboza show up to the press conference. It was
Oh,
stupid to have him talk at the press conference to make people think that Ryan wasn't gonna show up.
right.
The price of the tickets is too goddamn high. They selling it for way more money here in America, and you can get it for like $5 over there in Europe and other countries and shit. So they're
Wow.
letting you know they don't believe in the product. And then they take a pay-per-view card. They're charging you $24.99 for your membership if you're a DAZN subscriber, plus another $69.99 to watch the fight. And then you giving me Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Arnold Barboza versus Sean McComb, Bektamir Melakuziev versus Pierre Diombe, John Ramirez versus David Jimenez, and Charles Conwell versus Gustavo Vittori. You give me a trash ass card, bro.
Knockout.
You give me
Who
a
the
trash
hell
ass
are
card,
those
bro.
people? Who the hell are those people? I thought you said Bobby Brown was on that undercard.
Nah, Sean P. Diddy, bro. P. Diddy, Sean Puffy Kong, bro. Puff Daddy, bro.
Man,
The
oh
dude named
man,
Sean McComb, bro. That's
man,
the
what?
co-main, bro. That's the co-main event, bro.
What?
Like
Damn.
you can't even get excited. Like you can't even get excited for the card, bro. Charles
Man,
Conwell is a good fighter, but who the fuck is Gustavo Vittori? Scrappy
man.
Ramirez. A lot of the viewers don't even watch the weight class that Scrappy fight at, bro.
Oh,
They don't even watch 115 pounds, bro.
yes.
So
They
so
don't
that
go
was
that
that
low.
was the second fight. Then Bektamir Melakuziev versus Pierre DeBombe. Don't nobody know who Pierre DeBombe is, bro. We know, and we know Beck the Bully, but we diehard fans, bro.
Right,
Arnold
man.
Barboza Jr. again, diehard fans know him, bro. But don't nobody know who he is really. Then he fighting an even more obscure fighter, and Sean P. Diddy McComb. Come on, bro. Like, what is this card?
Man, oh man.
What is it? Like, real talk. Like, I ain't even trying to hate on Devin Haney, bro. What is Oscar De La Hoya doing, bro? What is he doing? Like,
besides
who's
laughing
putting
at
a card
Rolly.
together like this and ask somebody to spend their money, man?
Exactly. Now to Ryan credit, I will give him credit. He said he asked for the prices go down. And Lupe, his manager, he said, listen, I talked to Oscar. He said, no, he's not going down on the price. See, Oscar wanted at least to get break even.
Yeah.
Well, now it looks like he's not going to break even. It's going to be worse than he thought it would be. And this was a while back.
Listen,
So,
no.
man.
Check this out, though, OG. Even if let's say that that's true, right? But you know that you gotta promote the fight, and you know you want people to buy the fight. Why would you let people know that publicly? If you Ryan Garcia and you behind the scenes asking them to lower the prices of the fight because the ticket's not selling, lower the price of the fight because you don't think that it's worth the price that they charging, why would you come out and tell the public that? Because you were telling us that you don't even think your own fight is worth the money they charging, so we're gonna keep our money in our pockets.
Yeah.
It's just that everybody doing a bunch of stupid shit, man. Everybody doing a bunch of stupid shit, and it's costing the fight, bro. And mainly, it's the promotion, it's the card, it's putting their ass in New York, and it's the fact, the 100% fact that Devin Haney and his dad need to start calling him the face of boxing. Now, bro, it's also not selling because that motherfucker not the face of boxing, bro. Y'all gotta stop saying that shit, man.
No, he's not.
Y'all gotta stop saying that shit, bro. He is not the face of boxing, bro. So I don't know, bro. I just don't. I'm not fucking with the card, man. I hate that this is happening because contrary to what my brother Rolo in the photo thinks and other Devin Haney fans, I want Devin to get big fights. I want him to be in a position to where he can have an opportunity to make big fights, OG. But it's gonna be hard to do that when you come to the negotiating table with pride, but no negotiating power. Like, what do I mean by that? Pride. I'm a 2-time undisputed champion. I belong on pay-per-view. This how much money not a 2-time undisputed champion. I'm sorry. I'm an undisputed champion. I'm a 2-division champion. This how much money I'm making. This how much I want to get paid. You got all that pride, but you ain't got no power at the table because your numbers suck, bro. Now it's gonna be hard for you to get the fights that we want to see you in because they're gonna be looking at you like, yeah, I mean, we can sign you, but we need like a 4-5 fight deal just to make our money back.
You see what that thumbnail say on there, you know, and that don't go for them, but we talking about Crawford too. We talking about Chain too. You know what? Boxing is a business or it's about the belts. That's what I asked on that thumbnail. Yeah. Is it about the belts or business? And you can't call yourself the face of boxing if you don't sell tickets and put asses in the seats. That's just number one. Everybody know that.
It's like this, OG. It's both. It's the belts are the business for some fighters. So if Tank Davis goes to free agency right now, he don't need no belts. Everybody will want to sign him. Everybody will want to open up their doors to him, right? Because he can bring money to them, he can bring revenue to them. But if Devin Haney becomes a free agent, he need a belt. He need to have a belt because he need to be able to bring something to Bob Arum or bring something to Top Rank or bring something to Premier Boxing Champions that they value because he's not gonna bring revenue to the table. You know what I mean? So for him, the belts are the business, right? Having a belt to bring to the table is gonna get him in the dough to get fights. Because if he come, let's say he lose the Ryan Garcia fight, or let's say he dropped the belt because he don't want to fight Sandor Martin like Eddie Hearn was saying that he was gonna do. Let's say he do that, and then he comes to the table with no belt, and he comes to the table after flopping on this event, bro. People gonna want to sign you, but it's gonna be under their terms. You're not gonna be able to tell them shit. They're gonna want you to fight who they want you to fight. They're gonna want to pay you what they want to pay you. So he gotta bring belts to the table. So it's different for different fighters, but overall, when you got Canelo moving how he moving, and people don't have to fight mandatories, and mandatories don't mean nothing, you know, them belts don't mean shit, man.
Right.
They don't mean nothing. It's about who you fight. So that's what I think about it, bro.
Yeah. BB. Yeah. No. Blue is a lie. That fight had not sold out. Okay. I don't know where he getting that from. He been lying a lot lately. So that's me talking. Just KQ. He's big. He's a big lie. Right now, Big Dog Willie in a super chat. He said Bill Cap has put his son at a disadvantage, 45 to 55. Now, I will say this, Knockout. I will say, look, Devin Haney is the least one that I feel he's the one that I feel kind of bad for, because he pretty much did everything he's supposed to do, training camp, trying to sell the fight, ask people to buy the tickets, you know, and so he's the one that least is trying. See, what happened was and this is my opinion, it kind of backfired on Devin because Devin thought, okay, Tank fought Ryan and did these big numbers. Okay, well, I'm about to fight Ryan, and so we're gonna do big numbers, and I can be a pay-per-view star, or I can bring him in. Well, then Ryan started tripping on him. Then Ryan started acting nutty, right? And then that got them worried. That got Bill worried. All right, we're not gonna sell like Tank did. See, for some reason, they trying to take their model off of Gervonta Davis. All right, this is not the first time. This ain't the second time. But you have to
Or the
understand.
third time, or the fourth time, or the fifth time, bro.
Or the
Like,
fifth time, right?
don't even get me into that because Devin Haney fans get sensitive, bro. They following behind him. They're trying to copy everything he do, bro.
Exactly.
They more interested in being like him than beating him. But I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings today. So I'm not gonna go too hard on it, but you can clearly see it, man. From the way that he tweet, from the way that the way that he follow the fashion, everything he do, bro. From the opponents that he want to fight now, the place that he wants to be in boxing, like all that shit, bro. Like it's very simple to see, man. It's very, very easy to see, bro.
And now, first they said they wanted Matias next, right? Oh, we want Matias next. Now they want Pitbull Cruz. They ain't mentioned Matias no more. It's Pitbull Cruz now after they get through in Ryan.
That's an unrealistic fight, man. And they know that shit, man.
Yep. So, all right, appreciate the big dog, Willie. Yes, sir. All right. And Anthony Britt, before we get to the next one, he said, super chat. He said, let's be honest. Most fighters don't sell great. We need to support the best fights possible so that the sport will grow. Oh, yes, most definitely, Anthony. I said that last night. It don't
100%.
matter about the Devin Haney fight. We got to support all fights because that way boxing can get an eye on it. What is this about this boxing growing so much? Why everybody talking about going to a boxing fight? I mean, yes, you're right. We do. But don't break us now. That's all we ask. Don't break us. But I feel you. I feel you.
I agree with you 100%, which is why you shouldn't call a Tank Davis fight versus Ryan Garcia exhibition, then ask people to buy your fight with him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't try to sabotage people by releasing sparring footage the week before they fight and then trying to expose their opponents. You shouldn't do a lot. It's a lot of things that we can talk about. But yes, bro, everybody should support the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight. If you have the money to do so, you should buy that fight because boxing needs big fights. And if Devin and Ryan can't sell, bro, then it's just a bad look for all them fighters from 140 down because that shit, it's not gonna be a good look for Ryan and Devin to go from Devin Haney's highest live gate, 1.7, or his best live gate, $1.7 million, where he was the only name, versus Regis, and he did a good live gate in California. Ryan Garcia with Tank Davis doing good pay-per-view buys and an excellent live gate, obviously. And then for them to go fight each other and not do numbers, that shit just a bad look, man. And so I hope they get that shit figured out because it's not looking good for the sport. If them two can't sell, then suits are gonna be like, well, shit, why do we need to put on you versus Shakur or you versus Tank or you versus Teofimo? You motherfuckers ain't selling. So we just gonna keep doing what we doing over here. So it needs to sell.
Go ahead.
Shout out to homie G5K. I'm done. Shit, I ain't got nothing. I'm done.
Well, I'm just saying what make it so, and what surprised me, I guess, is Ryan Garcia. We know he can sell. Just, I know he's an Instagram star, whatever, everything, but those Instagram stars are casual fans and they will buy that fight. I don't care how young they are or old they are. Mama, and mama bring out the credit card and they want to see Ryan. They want to see Ryan. They want to see King Ryan, right? Because they know they like him as a handsome young man or whatever, no matter how good or bad he is. And that's what him and Tank did big numbers. Tank got that swagger, all right? He got the rap scene. He got the movie star. You combine both of them together. But see, that's what I thought he was going to bring for Devin. But then he started having a damn nervous breakdown or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, hope they right. Maybe people start buying the fights at the last minute. I don't know. But I hope so. All right? because we're gonna have to buy the pay-per-views. I mean, we need to support boxing all around.
I agree with that.
So,
I agree with
yeah.
that, man. You said he had Ryan was having a mental breakdown when he getting ready to fight there. You know it's because he's so scared of Devin. You know what I mean? That's what the Haney fans say. He's so scared of Devin. That's why he losing his mind. So that's what that's what it is. He losing his mind because he really scared to fight Devin. So
And you know what? And just let me say this real
going on.
fast, Doc. I don't mean to, let me just say this real fast.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta stop saying a fighter scared of another fighter. They grew up in combat. They grew up throwing hands. All these fighters, 7, 8, 9 years of age. So they ain't scared of nobody. It just got to make sense, or it just the timing. That's how I look at it. Cause they will fight. They will scrap. Cause they used to doing it all the time. So I don't want to say no one's scared of nobody. So that's how I feel. So I don't say that. So but anyway, that's all I had.
What did you think of the Scott Nicholson Sarah Maifeld fight last night? Scott Nicholson became a champion last night at featherweight. She called out Amanda Serrano, but I just got a news story that Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor are about to fight again. So Serrano gonna go get that money with Katie Taylor. But what did you think of the fight between Sarah Maifeld and Scott Nicholson, where Scott Nicholson became a champion last night?
Well, Scott Nicholson, she had her down pat. I mean, only thing about it is she just was throwing one at a time, but she was scoring that one at a time. She's a southpaw fighting an orthodox fighter, and Maifeld was trying to come in. If she would have kept her head up and her eyes open, maybe she would have landed a couple great right hands. But Sky was picking her shots. She get in, she get out. Matter of fact, she felt so comfortable that she started dropping her hands and shaking her ass. She was feeling good out there. And she was so comfortable that she was landing left hands at random. So she was picking her shots. I mean, I think that had to be the easiest fight that she has fought in a long time. So I mean, shout out to her. But she came over here because she's from the UK and she's trying to show the women how it's done. Now, she did want to fight on Serrano. Now, she was talking about going 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds. But it's kind of funny, like they said last night. It's a high risk with a low reward. And now I don't agree kind of with them on that. This is what Chris Mannix was saying. Because I think Serrano can outpoint Nicholson. Two southpaw, but Serrano's bigger and she's more accurate with her punches. So Scott, she's young. She's only got 9 fights on her belt, and she got a long ways to go. And I think she's gonna be good at it. So that's what I see.
She boxed well. She got good lateral movement. She a good counter puncher, good straight left hand, good check right hook. She just ain't got a whole lot of power. So a pressure fighter like Amanda Serrano might be able to get to it. But Amanda Serrano suck at cutting off the ring. So if she can't corner Scott Nicholson, that could be an interesting fight. She does deserve her opportunity at her. She's a champion. But Amanda Serrano, 35 years old. If you got an opportunity to rematch Katie Taylor, I'm sorry, Scott. You might be the eyeball out. You know what I mean? Because you got to go get that bag. Because Katie Taylor is a bag. You got to go get that money if you're Amanda Serrano on the tail end of your career. I would just say Scott Nicholson put on a good performance. I like the way that she boxed. I'm not gonna lie though, it wasn't an overly entertaining fight. It wasn't a crowd friendly fight like Chantel Cameron, Katie Taylor, or Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. Even like when Alicia Baumgardner and Michaela Mayer fought. It wasn't the most the funnest fight to watch, but Sandy Ryan put on a real good performance against Terry Harper. There are some fights that are much more appealing and they were much more fun to watch, but she boxed well, and you know what they say, slow feet don't eat. And Sarah Maifeld had to have her feet planted to throw. She was trying to walk Scott Nicholson down, but Scott Nicholson's feet was just too good, and she was on the move and jumping in with straight left hands and jumping back out. And when Maifeld would get close, she would check her with the hook and pivot out. She boxed beautifully last night, and She deserves to be world champion. And yes, I would like for her to get a shot at Amanda Serrano, but Serrano is trying to get big money at the end of her career. And as long as she's trying to get big money and fighting Katie Taylor for world titles or whatever, you can't fault her for not looking back at Scott Nicholson. They're just in a different era, OG. Like you said, Scott Nicholson is really young. Amanda Serrano's on the tail end of her career. So if I'm 35, 36, yes, I want to fight for titles and legacy, but I need that bag too, because shit, I'm on my way out, and Amanda Serrano may not want to work a day job after she get done, man. She might want to be able to chill and retire, and you do that by trying to fight a Katie Taylor, trying to see if you can maybe fight a Chantel Cameron, and just fight whoever can bring money to you at the tail end of your career. So
drink.
All I got on it, man. And special shout out to the homie Drink More Water, man. I appreciate you in that cash out, man. We came up big this weekend, so salute to you, bro.
All right, good for both of y'all. All right, Big Dog Willie. Yes, sir. He's in the super chat. He said Devin Haney don't have fans. He has cult members.
They diehards, Big Willie. Hey, what I say is Devin Haney fans, they gonna ride for their guy. They really, really like Devin Haney a lot, and they gonna support him. They gonna hit links. They gonna be in these YouTube streets for him. I just want y'all to support him in real life too, because YouTube's not real life. So for all you link hitters and everybody that likes to argue in the chat on behalf of Devin Haney, just make sure y'all buy his pay-per-view too. And if you anywhere around the tri-state area, go to the damn fight and buy his damn tickets if y'all such big fans and shit. Quit arguing with me about him on YouTube every day and then fire sticking his shit, because you ain't really a fan of his, bro. Like, stop doing that shit, bro. Argue all day. OG, they go from chat to chat to chat. This is how they spend their day. They spend their day on Devin Haney channel chats, getting talking points, getting shit together. They be on this Devin Haney channel, then they go to this Devin Haney platform, and they go to that Devin Haney platform. Then at 7:30 Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, they come see me, and then they argue with me all night about Devin Haney. Then when the motherfucker got a fight coming up, you won't see none of them posting nothing on their social media that they at the fight, or none of that shit, bro. Man, you won't catch one of them posting a social media clip of them being at the fight. They won't show me their tickets when they buy. When I say, look, man, if you want to get up here and you want to, so Devin's last fight when he fought Regis, I said, if you wanna get up here and you want to talk boxing with me today, the only way you can do it is if you show your receipts that you bought the Devin Haney fight. All motherfuckers start having technical difficulties, start having issues. Where I go to show I bought it? Where do I go to show that I bought it? Because I bought the fight. Where do I go? They didn't send me no receipt. I said, you motherfucker.
They gotta go to the zone and go to your account. Go to the zone and hit your account, and they'll tell you all the pay-per-views, everything you bought.
Yeah, bro. They didn't know how to do none of it. Man, I bought it. I promise, man. Look, let me show you. And they couldn't find it and none of that shit. I said, boy, y'all hell, boy. Y'all hell, boy. They it's Terrence Crawford all over again, bro. It's all over again, bro. The only people I know that buy the fight is Drink More Water and Rolo in the photo. The rest of y'all, I got questions, man. I got questions about y'all, man. I made a bet with Terrence Crawford fan. When Earl Spence Terrence Crawford bet, I thought I was gonna have to do like 2,000 push-ups, OG. I said the only thing is if I'm gonna pay my bet, y'all gotta show me y'all support the fight by buying the fight. You show me your receipt, I'll pay the bet. Man, I only have to do like 200, and I swear I made like 2,000 push-ups worth of bet. I ain't seen none of them no more. Man, I ain't seen none of them no more. They couldn't even show me that they bought the fight, man. This shit crazy.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Drink More Water. Yeah. We're gonna talk about Hitchens and Limos. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. All right. What else you got? What's next fight?
Yeah, man. Galal Yafai down there at 112 pounds against the Argentinian dude.
Who?
Galal Yafai, the small dudes, the ones they fought after. They fought after the Chantel, not Chantel Cam, what's her name? They just fought Scott Nicholson. They fought after the Scott Nicholson fight. The very next fight.
Okay, what you call him? I call him
his first name Galal Yafai.
Yeah, I call him Yafai.
Yeah, Yafai. Yafai versus the Argentinian dude, man. What you got on that fight? What you think of that fight?
Man, well, first of all, a good fight. Of course. He just didn't have enough power. Yafai is very technical sound. He's a very technical fighter, and he's a southpaw, and he always landing that straight left. Now, of course, he doesn't have a lot of power. Well, I believe his record was 8-4. All right, he's a 500 type fighter. Now, of course, he had his way with him. He was going downstairs. He was going upstairs. He was going anywhere he wanted to go on him. Then he started backing him up. Now, of course, his opponent was coming back and trying to throw with him. But then Yafai just started bombarding him with a lot of shots. He didn't even get a chance to get any shots off. Of course, he was hanging in there. Of course, they looked at him between rounds because he was taking a lot of shots to the head because Yafai was head hunting. Now, I noticed Yafai. He doesn't like to go down to the body a lot. He like to go head hunting. And now he's going to have to change that up and work downstairs, then work up. But still, Yafai is still a young, up-and-coming fighter. And he's real technical sound. But the power is not there yet. He could have got that young man out of there last night. But he still hung in there. And he would have survived if the referee didn't stop the fight. Because if he did take a lot of punches, not punishment, a lot of punches. And of course, the referee said enough was enough. But Yafai could have got him out of there because he was landing. And I'm talking about clear, precise punches. So that's what he was throwing. And of course, he just had to have enough behind him. But he got the win, and he deserved the win. And of course, he threw a lot of punches. I think it was like 200 something that he threw and landed over half of those punches. So it was right there for him for the taking, and it was a good fight. It was a predictable fight after the first round.
Yeah,
So that's how.
Galal Yafai is a good little seek and destroy southpaw with a good straight left hand, good right hook. He's aggressive. His defense, man, he moved too much in straight lines, and when he go back, he drop his hands. And that Argentinian dude caught him with some big shots, wobbled him a little bit, but he showed a good chin and a good beard on him. When I think about the 112-pound division, though, I mean, the guys that he would have to fight, they don't really have any power that he has to respect. So I think against somebody like a Sonny Edwards, it's a matter of whether or not Galal Yafai can catch up to him. I don't think it's a dangerous fight. It is a fight that he can get outboxed, but he's a former Olympic gold medalist, I believe. So he has some good amateur pedigree. The thing with Galal Yafai, he stayed in the amateurs too long. He's already 31 years old, OG. I don't know if you know that. He already he already 31 years old. He only got 7 fights, so he's gonna have to pick up the pace and try to start getting belts right now. And Julio Cesar Martinez can't box at all. If Galal Yafai can figure out a way to just avoid big shots, he can do some damage to Julio Cesar Martinez with crisp work and keeping a tight guard. So there's some beatable champions for him. At the flyweight division. Teach Sonny can't stop a fly, bro. T say Sonny stops him for sure. Sonny Edwards can't stop a fly, bro. He ain't stopping. He ain't stopping nothing, bro. He'll outbox him. You know what I'm saying? He'll outbox him if anything, but he ain't stopping shit. That fight going the distance for sure, in my opinion. Unless Sonny got that case of the UKI and Jesse Bam Rodriguez just fucked his eye up too bad. Well, now every time you blow on it, it gets swole. So
somebody was hating on Jesse Bam Rodriguez last night. They said, man, Jesse Bam Rodriguez ain't fought nobody but bombs and everything.
Really?
I said, man, yeah. I was like, what? I said, man, Bam, man. They said Bam would get beat by Estrada. I said, what?
Oh, I take that bet. I take that bet, bro. All day. I take that bet all day long. He gonna put your boy on his list too. Your boy don't retire first.
Gonzalez.
No,
Man.
your boy Chocolatito. Yeah, Gonzalez. Yeah, he gonna put your boy Chocolatito on there, man.
Oh wow.
He that's the last one. He already beat Carlos Quadras. He already destroyed Rungvisai. He about to get Juan Francisco Estrada. Then he gonna circle the block for your boy before he retire. He gonna give Chocolatito that work, man.
Man,
he gonna get Chocolatito that work, man.
I'm gonna go back and look at the replay and see who was that was talking that smack about Bam. All right, I got
tell him to come holler at me because that boy is a killer, man.
I think knockout like Bam. I think knockout like Bam. Yeah, okay.
D1 said he dropped you a super chat. You ain't read it.
Huh?
D1 said you got a super chat you ain't read.
Okay, I'm sorry, D1. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. D1 in that super chat, baby. Yes, sir. He said, good morning, fellas. Yes, sir. Good
Yeah,
morning
what's
to
up,
you,
D1?
D1
Salute,
Boston.
man.
Yes, sir. Jens Boston talk. All right. All right.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Yes, sir. Salute
you. All
to you,
right.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Salute to you.
Appreciate you, man. All right. All
But
right.
so the co-main event, bro. This Diego Pacheco, he didn't look good last night. I told people he might not look good against that awkward ass style that old buddy got McCallum. But what'd you think of Diego Pacheco last night in the co-main event? What'd you think of his performance, man?
Well, like Eddie Hearn said, he need to work on some things. He needs to work on some things. He's big, he's rangy, he's long, and he's tall. And he should have fought on the outside with that long reach, the long right hand. But he tried to fight on the inside. Now, of course, the guy he was fighting, McCarlin, I mean, he was crafty. Okay, he was hard to time, and he came in there to survive, and that's what he did. Now, Pacheco, he trying to fight on the inside, and he's not a good inside fighter. So he's gonna have to learn how to make adjustments. One thing about it is he should have stuck to the outside and kept him at bay with that jab. And once that jab was there, then he could have threw the overhand right. Of course, McCollum was coming in and grabbing him and trying to work on the inside. And that's all it was. Like I say, the fight was more in the clinch than on the outside of the clinch. It was a fight of a clinch. That's what it was. But as time was going on, Pacheco was starting to learn how to fight in the clinch. Just like a fighter fight off the ropes and get beat up, then rounds go on, then he started learning how to fight off the ropes pretty good. Then, of course, McCollin, he still came to fight. He gave Pacheco a hard fight. Now, he came out with the win, but still, Pacheco still need to learn how to fight on the outside. And when he don't have someone bull rushing him or coming forward, but McCollum wasn't doing that really. All right, McCollum was trying to land the body shots and going in and throw the overhand right. He missed, but then there go Pacheco. Pacheco trying to get closer and closer, but he'd jump out and get in the clinch and try to work with the free hand. But Pacheco has that long stride because, as you notice, when his wide stance in the back foot, he's on his tippy toes in the back foot. That means he's getting ready to throw that right hand with authority, but he overthrew it. He overthrew it, or he was too far away. So he's going to have to learn how to establish distance. He's going to have to learn how to fight on the inside, and like Eddie Hearn said, he got to learn how to make some adjustments. So that's how I look at it. But he came out with the win, and he went the distance. So
Yeah,
yeah,
see. I'm glad fights like that happen because now I know Diego Pacheco is not the athlete that maybe I thought he was.
mhm,
Diego Pacheco is very robotic, and if you got any kind of twitchiness to you, if you got any kind of slickness to you, look like he gonna have a hard time landing his shots at range because he seems to be
right.
very robotic, man. So I picked up on that, but like you said, when he got in the clinch, he started trying to learn how to fight in there. He showed a lot of heart. He bit down. He didn't get frustrated. He just kept plugging away.
Mhm,
But somebody like McCallum, man, who he got some slickness to him, but he ain't just overly slick, and he was there
right.
to get, what I'm saying, to be hit. And he caught a few good right hands from Pacheco, and Pacheco them right hands didn't have the effect that he's used to him having when he
Right.
was hitting with him. So it is what it is, bro. I think Diego Pacheco, you start putting him in there with some stiffer competition. We're gonna see more of him, but I just think he might be a little too robotic, a little too flat-footed, and being long. If dudes can get up under him and mess that timing up and jump in on him like McCallum did several times and caught him with some big shots,
Uh,
it could spell trouble for him. But I do like that he tries to fight to his reach. I like that he tries to be long, but he is looking kind of slow. He was looking slow in there last night. So I don't know if it was weight cut. I don't know if it was because he was partying too much with David Benavidez. I don't know.
mhm,
But I think that he needs to really continue to work on his craft and get better because he's very robotic and he looked very predictable last night. But he did enough to get the victory. So it is what it is. We'll see what's next from Diego Pacheco. I want to stay in that camp because Diego Pacheco is trained by Jose Benavidez Sr. and his
right.
stablemate was there, David Benavidez. We all know that David
Right.
Benavidez been knocking at the door for a shot at Canelo Alvarez.
Right.
David Benavidez looked like he was on that sauce a little bit. KQ. He looked like he looked like he was a little lean. And he was a little drunk, man. Was he really drunk, or was he just trying? Or was he just trying to get Canelo to fight him? Was he doing his best Jamal Charlo impersonation, man? What's up with David Benavidez, man? Why is he on camera like that, man?
Man, you know, someone mentioned this in the chat, and I don't think that's the case, but you know, someone said when you're, no drug addict. Now, I won't call him an addict. Okay, yes, he did have recreational drug, cocaine in his body, but he wasn't no cocaine addict. I won't say that. I think he was at a party and he just took a couple of tubes, no, right? But he, of course, he was in training, and Vada come knocking at the door, and he got popped off. But he was drunk last night. He had tied one on right before he came in that stadium, all right? Or he was drinking his ass off because some eyes weren't looking right. And he was like, man, he was out of there. He wasn't high, he was drunk, all right? That's what it looks like to me. All right, so I don't know if my man said that was fentanyl. No, that wasn't no fentanyl because he would have been laying out on that interview lap if that was fentanyl.
That's shit right there, bro.
Right. So I don't want to put no jacket on no fighter like that. Say he's a drug addict, things like that. But he was drunk as a skunk. Something wasn't right. Now, he wasn't employing a Ryan Garcia and nothing like that. Because Canelo, he ain't going to fight you. All right? We know that. Canelo's not going to fight you. I don't care for $500 million. He's not going to fight you. So he has his reasons. But that fight is not going to happen. Now, of course, like Canelo said, he fought the best fighters in the world. He fought Golovkin, Kovalev. He fought all the great fighters in the world. But we ain't asking for that fight. We ain't asking for those fights. We asked for you to fight David Benavidez. And that's the only time that David's going to come back down to 168 if he gets the Canelo fight. Now, Canelo also, while we're on this subject, Canelo said he has a surprise on Cinco de Mayo, May the 4th. Now, what surprise that is, I don't know.
Who said they got a surprise?
Huh?
Who said they got a surprise?
Canelo Alvarez. He said he has a surprise for the Mexican people. Now, what surprise is that? I don't know. Now, a lot of people were insinuating that it might be David Benavidez.
No.
But no, he's fighting in June. He's fighting on the undercard of Gervonta Davis, which is pretty much going to be a two fights in one, in my opinion. But what do Canelo going to say? He going to retire or what? I don't know. We don't know. But a lot of people speculate. But David, yeah, he tied one on last night. He enjoyed his fight. He enjoyed them fights last night.
Yeah, really it's hard because he got the past of why he lost his belt. And we all know he was sniffing that white girl. You know what I mean? But is he drinking every day? Was he just out? You know what I'm saying? Because he was out. He had the night off. It's the weekend. Did he just drink that night? Would you rather him be drinking than sniffing coke? Like it's so many questions because I don't see David Benavidez every day. I'm not his friend. I'm not like that.
You're not his friend.
I'm not his friend. I'm not in the camp. I'm not his brother. No shit like that. I just know that when you use substances like that, or when you on alcohol, it can shorten your career. It can make it harder to recover from shit. So I would just say, just be careful that shit don't catch up to you. Just be careful that shit don't catch up to you. Hopefully that was a one night thing, but based on his past, it's gonna be hard for anybody to believe that. But and then just funny and being facetious. Hopefully it's just him, trying to get Canelo to finally get in the ring with him, man.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just trying to get Canelo to fight him. Like, let me go over here, let me look drunk, let me get drunk real quick. Maybe he'll fight me. But Canelo be partying and shit too, man. Canelo be drinking his ass. Like these fighters, they do shit outside the ring. It ain't just boxing, bro. Especially when you fight for a living, that means you like pain. You an adrenaline junkie. You need something. You want to feel something. So David Benavidez probably just was out partying, and they called it. That's where he need to be. Like, I ain't doing no interviews. And I saw somebody put it in the chat, bro. You got enough money to just do that shit in your hotel room, bro.
Right.
That shit at a private party. Don't let nobody, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody see you like that, man. Because if they see you like that, they gonna assume that you ain't working, and they gonna assume that you messing up your career. So that's all I would say to him. But he a grown ass man. He gonna do what he want to do, man.
Yeah,
He
you're right
gonna do what he
though.
want
About
to do.
the
So
alcohol.
yeah, so I would just say be careful with that alcohol. You won't be able to recover fast, and that should take you down through there, man. That should take you down through there. So leave that shit alone. Don't be doing that shit too much. That's all I would say about it, man. You got anything else on it?
Well, yeah, I'm not trying to justify anything, but boxing is hard, and especially when you've been doing it pretty much all your life. Making weight, draining yourself, taking punches to the head. I mean, on dieting. I mean, working out every day, going to training camp. I mean, sometimes these fighters be trying to find an outlet, but sometimes it backfires. Adrian Broner, all right. So sometimes it's best that boxing only a short span in your career. And then once that's over with, then you have plenty of time to do whatever you want to
Yeah,
do.
in your life, like people that
Right.
a lot of
Right.
boxers don't understand that if you turn pro,
Right.
if you a high level fighter, right, you probably
Mhm.
turn pro into your teens, maybe early 20s. And
Right.
then if you make it to the top, you probably done by the time you 34, 35 years old, most of them, right?
Right. Right.
That's what, 15 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do that shit discipline for 15 years, you get done, you do whatever the hell you want.
Exactly. Exactly.
Do whatever the hell you want, but take care of your body while you're fighting, because it's one of the most dangerous, and hardest jobs you can have. You fight to get ready to fight. Like every day is a goddamn fight. You got to spar. You got to put your body through hell and training to make sure you in the greatest shape possible. Also, you can fight to go get your money. Like everything's a fight, so you might as well just stay disciplined and stay on that shit while you can, and then when you get done, then you go do whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah. Did you see the bruise on his right eye? You can tell he been sparring.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
dropped the whole sparring tape. Him and Andre Durrell, they were sparring and shit.
Okay. Yeah. 'Cause he must got caught with that left hook, because he got a right big bruise right there. So hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So he going in there, and so he's still sparring. So I mean, he ain't abandoned his duties as a fighter. So I mean, all I can say, hey, shout out to him for that.
Yeah, for sure. So we on the last fight, man. Richard Hitchens, Lemonade, Gustavo Lemonade, Lemon. What you think of
Limo.
that fight, man?
I call them limos.
Limo. Yeah, Limo. Yeah.
All right. Go to
Bravo,
Jermaine.
man.
Yeah, man. Listen, Richard Hitchens, he started off fight great. We talking about a pure boxer versus a comfort nonstop pressure fighter. That's what we had last night. Now, of course, I had a couple people in the chat say, "Man, always a pressure fighter beats a fundamental fighter of the sweet science." Okay, yes, sometimes they do. Last night, Africa, he pretty much weathered the storm because he needed that fight. He needed that fight real bad. All right, he needed that fight real bad. And hold on, let me read this real fast. Dally, it's in that super chat. He said, "KO, remember you stated eventually all these slick boxers going to get in the ring with somebody that's going to make them bite down and fight. That's exactly what I witnessed in the Africa fight. Glad he got that experience for Matias."
Shit. We'll talk about
Yeah.
Matias in a minute. That motherfucker and Richard Hitchens, you could tell by the way he was talking after the fight. That boy don't want no parts of that boy. But yes, bro, like that, you 100% right, Delil. All that slick shit, man, you're gonna have to sit down and fight, man. All of them did. You go back through history,
Right.
Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, everybody that you thought was slick, athletic, can't be touched. All of them had to sit down and fight at some point, bro. So all this, he gonna box circles around him, or he got all this jab, and he got distance control, and he's so slick, he's so much. All right, bro.
I told everybody
You
that
gonna fight
last
somebody that's gonna make your ass sit down and fight, bro. And all that shit gonna go
Exactly.
out the window, and you gonna be getting popped in your goddamn jaw. You're gonna get popped in your nose, popped in your mouth, and we're gonna see what you do. We're gonna see what you made of. But go ahead, OG.
Yes, sir. I said that last week, right? I said, listen, they were talking about Devin Haney. They thought I was hating on Devin Haney. I said, no, he got a great jab. He great feet work, everything. But he gonna have to fight sooner or later. Because once you do that, you go into a guy like Matias or somebody, you throw something at him and he eat it up and still keep coming. And then he cut off the ring on you. You only get clinched so many times before you get a point taken. So you're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight sooner or later. And that is what happened last night. Now, Africa, he pretty much used that ring generalship. All right. Of course, until he said, you know what, I'm gonna bite down and I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna fight. And that's what he did. But he didn't see the overhand rights coming from Limon. Limon was coming in like a little mini Mike Tyson, guard up, head down, and coming straight at him. And then, of course, he threw the overhand right. He caught Hitchens right on the left ear. Then Hitchens felt that one. He got rocked, but a lot of people didn't see that. But he clinched real fast. Now, of course, he clinched a lot of times in that fight. Matter of fact, I think too many. But that what saved him. The clinching. The
Yeah.
clinching. And also that jab. He has a great jab, and he was keeping Limo on point with that jab. But Limo was bending down with his head, and of course, that's the time that Africa can go with the shoe shine to the head or get the points up, of course. But here comes Limo. He's licking out the tongue. He's like, I like it, right? And he's still
Yeah.
coming forward. He's looking at that. He was looking weird, right, Limo? He was looking like, man, I'm about to get to this dude. He was winging big right hands. He got hit with something. He was like still coming forward. Then the referee called timeout, right? And talking to Hitch, all right, Africa. And Limo over there looking like,
What the
right.
fuck?
Yeah. Go back and watch. He would look like right. And then, of course, the bell ring when he got ready to throw an overhand windmill right hand, and he almost landed it, and he was gonna try it again. The bell rung. Then he walked back to his corner, cursing at himself. That dude was on point last night. But that's what he needs. That's what Africa needs, a fight like that. But only thing about it is that you ain't gonna do Matissa like that. Matissa's gonna cut off the ring slowly but surely and gonna put the pressure on you and come in. Now, only thing about it is that Limo didn't have that type of fundamental style. All right. Yes, he a pressure fighter, and that's what he does. He had to be set before he throws.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. And that's why he's just moving from the left, move to the right, move to the left, move to the right. Then when he had to sit down and fight, he had to jump out and clinch. He had to jump out and clinch. He got hit with an overhand right. He got hit with an overhand left. He had to jump out and clinch. Jump out and clinch. Matter of fact, I thought his was almost going out of there
He
for a
was,
minute.
bro. In that eighth
Yeah.
round, he was getting his ass pieced up
Yes.
badly, bro. In that
Yeah.
eighth round, that shit was bad. And they allowed, like, the ref really helped him a lot. He was never deducted a point for holding. He was clinching excessively. I saw Devin Haney fans joking that where's the clinch counter? They got a clinch counter for Devin. Where's the clinch counter for Richardson Hitchens?
Yeah, I saw that.
I couldn't agree more, bro.
Right.
I couldn't agree more. Like, he was in trouble. Them, like, from the opening fight, like the opening bell, Limos was able to cut the distance on him, and it's because he didn't give a fuck about no jab. He didn't care about no reach. He didn't care what was coming back at him. He just kept coming forward. And when I say sit down and fight, that's what I'm talking about. You can have all the length in the world. You can have all this foot movement. But if somebody don't respect what you're throwing at them, they just going to keep coming, and they going to get to you because they don't care. And the ring is only so big, bro. And he didn't care. And what did he do? He would get Richardson Hitchens against the ropes, and he would just work. And Limos was working the body very well last night with his hooks and then coming over the top. And Richardson Hitchens, to his credit, he did bite down. He did land some clean, accurate shots. But I thought the clean and effective punches were landed by Limos. And he obviously did more damage to Hitchens because he hurt him really, really bad in the 8th round. And I got to credit the ref for allowing Hitchens to hold, and if it wasn't for that, I think it's quite possible he could have got stopped last night. I do have an issue with the scorecard. One scorecard had it 117 to 111 for Richardson Hitchens. I don't know how. or I don't know where.
I
That
saw
total
that.
was atrocious to me. But I can say that this morning because I had Hitchens on my parlay last night. My parlay hit, so now I can be fair and tell the truth. I felt like Gustavo Limons won that fight last night, man. I thought he got the effective aggression. He got that in the bag because he had Hitchens backing up all night. I thought he landed by far the cleaner, more effective punches of the two. Hitchens' head was popping back and he was getting hurt and he was leaning over when he was getting hit to the body damn near the whole fight. I thought Limons did enough to win that fight, bro. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I thought he did enough to win that fight. And after the fight, we'll get to that now since we broke down the fight. OG, Rich and Hitchens had not nowhere near the energy you would think he would have for a title shot, because that was an IBF title eliminator. They asked him specifically about Subriel Matias. He said, well, I could do that, but I might want the winner of the WBC between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. You're not even ranked that high over there. You just fought a title eliminator for the IBF. You next in line. And I believe OG, he won't say it, his team won't say it, but they're gonna try to steer that man away as far away from Subriel Matias as they can, bro.
Yes.
I don't think that he gonna want no parts of Subriel Matias, man. Rolo, you just like boring ass boxers, bro. Like, it's something about you. You just like boring ass boxers that you swear is the sweet science and shit. He was on Hitchens' ass last night, bro. But you just like that boring ass Hitchens, Devin Haney. He landed a jab. This motherfucker punched Rich and Hitchens in the body like 4-5 times and hit an overhand right because Rich and Hitchens throw a jab out there and stab with a jab. You probably think Hitchens won that exchange or something, bro. You watch boxing differently than me, dog. You and I don't have the same eye. You got a great eye for boxing. I'm not saying that. You just that shit you like, bro. I don't fuck with it. You like that type of shit, man. What Hitchens was doing, running around the ring, scared to get hit, grabbing the motherfucker every time they get close to him and shit. Yeah, you like that shit, bro. I ain't fucking with it, bro.
Let me tell you this, knockout. When you're right, because when the fight went off last night, the last round, it's over before they announced the winner. I said, I think Africa he got a gift tonight. He got a gift last night. He did. He lucky he pulled that out. He lucky he got that win, because, like you said, he should have lost that fight last night, because right now he was pretty much in retreat most of the fight. And of course, Limon was the aggressor. And Limon was leaning with the left and the right. And he was scoring. Yes, he did get hit in the head because the way he was fighting. He was fighting small. And of course, Africa is taller than him. Africa made a mistake by leaning on the rope so much. That's the bread and butter for Limon. And that's when Limon gonna pretty much throw the overhand right, throw the overhand left. And that's when Africa come out and clinch. And once again, they break it up. Then he go back and get back on his bike. Then once again, he throw a jab, might move to the left, throw a jab, might move to the right. But here comes Limon. He cutting off the ring. He's coming straight forward, the guard up front. And then here come the overhand right, overhand left. Then he started working the body. And I'm talking about that 7th and 8th round. Man, I thought Hitchens would be out of there, man, for real. Now, it wasn't a packed stadium, but of course you got to start somewhere. So he's got to work himself up into that fighter. But he got a lot of work to do. He has a lot of work to do.
100%. You ain't lying. And can you put the homie Juice's comment up on there real quick?
Okay, what Juice said. Hold on, let me find him. Okay. Yes, sir. Right.
You're not wrong. So Juice, you're not wrong, but context is everything. He's number 2 in the WBC, but number 1 is Sandor Martin, and he's already had to been paid step aside money twice to allow Devin Haney to fight Regis Prograis and to allow Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia to fight. Sandor Martin is currently the mandatory in the WBC. He just can't skip over him. And so once Sandor Martin does get a shot at the WBC title, it's going to reset, and the WBC mandatory won't be called for a couple of years. The WBO that you're talking about, Teofimo Lopez is WBO champion, top rank in the zone. They're not going to do a cross-promotional fight for Teofimo Lopez and Richard Hitchens, who's number 3 in the WBO, and he would have to skip over Arnold Barboza Jr. and Jose Ramirez. they would get their shot before him, bro. So his real bet to get a title shot in 2024 is to go the IBF route against Subriel Matias, and you can tell that he don't want no parts of that. So you're not wrong about the rankings, but when you think about the context, when you think about the business of boxing, his only realistic fight without having to wait another year or two to get a shot at a title at 140 pounds is Subriel Matias. Matias already got a contract with his name on it. Subriel Matias signed a 3-fight deal to fight Liam Perot, the winner of this Gustavo Limons and Richardson Hitchens fight, which was an IBF title eliminator, which is the belt that Subriel Matias holds. And then his third fight is supposed to be either Devin Haney or Regis Prograis. If Richardson Hitchens does not fight Subriel Matias, it will be because he ducked his ass. It will be because he ducked him, and you could already see him starting to want to duck him later on, because these boxers, they'll try to fool you, OG. They'll try to lie to you. He know that boy Limons was on his ass, and he knows Subriel Matias is a bigger, stronger, harder punching version of that motherfucker. Like, he's everything that Gustavo Limons is, except for his hands are faster, he hits harder, he's bigger, and he's stronger.
Yeah.
Like he knows this, bro. Like he not gonna tell you that. You won't get him to say it in the interview, but he know he can't fuck with Matias, man. He know he can't. He know he can't mess with him, dog. So that's where I'm at with it, bro. And Eddie, and you're right, Teach. That's because the contract is already signed, bro. Like Subriel Matias went over there for, like, it's literally on his paperwork, Teach. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Matias signed a 3-fight deal with the Zone. Liam Perot, the winner of Limons and Hitchens, and then either Haney or Regis, whichever one they can give him. That's who's on this paperwork. So if this fight don't happen, it's gonna be because Hitchens said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna wait." And after that performance, I wouldn't be surprised. And after what he said after the fight, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he do. And you can tell that he don't want that smoke. He was making excuses, talking about something went on in his camp, but he wouldn't say what went on. And he's talking about going another route. He didn't even bring up the WBO. He said the WBC, he knows that Sandor Martin is already the mandatory in the WBC, bro. Sandor Martin had to step aside 2 times already. You're not getting that shot before him. You think they're gonna pay him step aside money for somebody to fight you? You're not a name. You don't bring no name to the table. Like Regis Prograis, he was a champion, and Devin brought a name to the table. He's a bigger name than Sandor Martin. Devin Haney is a champion in the WBC, but Ryan Garcia is a bigger name than you. He can get more money fighting Ryan Garcia. You ain't no bigger than Sandor Martin, bro. Ain't nobody paying Sandor Martin to step aside to fight you, bro. And you just fought an IBF title eliminator. So we gonna see what he do. But after that performance, if you think Richard Hitchens got anything for Subriel Matias, you should just stop watching boxing, bro. That is the easiest fight to pick in boxing right now at 140 pounds. If that fight happens, I think it's one-way traffic. I think Matias stops him inside of 7 rounds, bro. But that's all I man. That's what I got on Matias and Hitchens. I don't think Hitchens want no smoke, OG. I think he gonna duck him.
Yeah. I think he going another route. You know what? And I think Devin Haney's going another route. I also believe that. Now I might be wrong. Maybe Devin think, okay, well, I can outbox him. I use my foot speed. He's slow on his feet. Now I've been hearing that rumblings, but that don't matter when it comes to Matisse. He gonna get to you any way he can. Cause see, you gotta throw something and stop him. You gotta hit him with some shit. All right, for him to stop coming forward or think about it. All right, and they don't have that. All right, at least Devin Haney doesn't have it. So, and shout out to Mattel Yoel. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, baby, coming in that super chat.
Hey, what up, man?
Yes,
always
sir. Appreciate
always supporting.
Yeah, she's always supporting me last night, supporting me in the super things. Man, I appreciate it, brother. Yes, sir. Always. All right. Yes, sir. Pugilism. Zime. What's going on?
Again, y'all,
all right. Okay.
One thing I try to get people to pay attention to, OG, is the business of boxing. Yes, I see people saying Matias versus Pitbull Cruz. Their fight is not getting made. Matias already has a contract, bro. And the PBC is not making Pitbull. They are saving Pitbull for a Tank Davis rematch in their mind. That's why he got that belt up at 140. No one is coming to get a shot unless they sign a deal over there, bro. And Matias already signed his deal. He signed a 3-fight deal already. His fights are already there, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
See that's what I'm saying. I know about boxing. I know the history of boxing. I know about the old boxing, everything. But I gotta get with this new business of boxing. I don't know the ins and outs like Knockout does. And that's why I call him the young G, because he knows a lot about the business side of boxing. And he's putting it on display today. All right, because what he explained about the IBO and IBF and this and that, and with, I mean, I wish I had my pen and piece of paper and shit, right?
Yeah,
So I can write it down, because I'm not very good at the business side. See, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. And that's good. He studied boxing, man, and that's what you want. That's what you want. It's the business. And I know a little bit.
People think that it's all these options out there for these fighters. In reality, man, a lot of times they path is playing 2-3 fights ahead, man. Yeah, they already like they shit is playing 2-3 fights ahead. What you gotta do, because you smart, if you're a business, you want to be smart. But him talking about he can go to WBC route, bro. You can't go to WBC route. Somebody already there.
Dally, I caught your super chat.
They'll say you got a super chat from you.
Oh, okay, I got it. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, Dally. Yes, sir. He's saying, rinse me up, OG. Okay, Dally. All right.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about, cause I see somebody put them in the chat. There's rumblings and rumors that now Terrence Crawford could go to WBA route and fight Israel Madrimov over there in Saudi Arabia to try to get his title shot at 154 pounds. That Turkey Ali Sheik is trying to look to get Crawford to come over there and fight him. What do you think of that move? You think it's a good move?
Okay, I'm gonna do that when I get off, Dally. Now, I don't think it's a good move. Because they might pay you the money, everything, but see, Crawford, I guess he just don't care now about his fans. What fans he got, that's what he got, and that's it. He just don't care anymore now, because I never care about going over there fighting unless it's a fight that they want to put on here and we want to see it and they won't put it on. Well, if they want to put it on over there, okay, that's fine. But right now, I think Terrence Crawford should keep everything over here. He get more fans that way. If he plan on fighting another couple years or so, then you get a bigger bag. Of course, you get the pay, maybe a pay-per-view. I just don't think going over there and just throw your hands up and say, okay, forget it. I'm going to go over there and fight. Because right now, not boxing, but the United States of America, they about to cut that shit out in a minute. Because Israel, and there's a lot of other things that deal with politics. So Mr. Jive Turkey, he's trying to get everything he can right now. And he's more fond of heavyweights than anything. But I think it's a bad move for Terrence Crawford. I think he should stay over here. But the WO, we know, is a top rank on belt. So now I just really don't know exactly what Terrence trying to do. I know he was looking for a big bag, and no one's out there is going to give him that except Canelo, and he said no. All right, Gervonta Davis, he's too small. Then Earl Spence. So I have an idea. Why don't you rematch Earl Spence? How about that? The rematch y'all never had. Because that's the only one that bring in the money, Earl Spence.
So for me, it depends, right? If he's just trying to hurry up and get a bag,
he's not getting
because he's only gonna fight one fight, then that's a good move. But if he's looking to fight more than one fight, if he's just fighting one fight and retiring, like, let me go become a 4-division champion real quick, let me go up here and get this bag over here in Saudi Arabia before I bow out, then it'll make sense to me. Like, okay, shit, he's just trying to hurry up, become a champion, go get a Saudi Arabia bag. They paying the most money, and it's one fight, and you getting the fuck up out of there. Then it makes sense. But if he is looking to fight more than one time, if he is looking to like really continue his career and become undisputed at 154, if he is looking to continue his career and make big fights at 154, then the WBO route makes more sense, pressing on them to try to get that belt and then seeing if you can get that belt and then maybe go do a 2-fight, 3-fight deal with Premier Boxing Champions. Try to see if they'll put Jermell Charlo on some paperwork for you. See if they'll put Earl Spence on some paperwork for you, because those are your two biggest fights at 154 pounds. And you're not going to get those fights by going to Saudi Arabia. You can get those fights by using your position in the WBO to try to see if you can get a 2 or 3 fight deal with Premier Boxing Champions to try to get big fights more than one time. So to me, it just depends on what he's looking for, OG. If he's looking for a big time, one-time payday to get out the sport because he only gonna fight one more time, then it makes sense to go over there to Saudi Arabia to me. But if he's looking to build a legacy at 154, I think it makes more sense to stay on that WBO path, because remember, if he goes the WBA route, then he loses that WBO card. He loses that card to try. He can't go that route and then come back and try to go the WBO route and try to get these American fighters to fight him. So he needs to use that card while he has it, because if he goes that route and he takes that WBA belt, you got to remember the politics. The WBA loves Al Heyman. So they can still be like, you know what? I need y'all to put Erickson Lubin in this goddamn position for me. And then they can still try to make a Lubin fight or put somebody in there that's not one of their big names that they think has a chance to beat him, versus using the WBO route to try to get them to give him a 2-3 fight deal. That's what I think he should do. But if he's only trying to get one fight and make a bunch of money, then that shit makes sense for me, man. Get Saudi to pay you your bread. So that's what I think of the situation. If he's gonna do that, then maybe it's just because he only has 1, maybe 2 fights left. But if he's looking to build legacy at 154, he gonna have to do business with Al Heyman, man. It just is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
It just is what it is, bro.
A shout out to Joseph Jackson in that cash app. All right, appreciate it. Yes, sir. He said, for your boy Richard, need better defense.
Shit, you can't buy a defense. He gotta train that shit, man.
Man, yes, sir. Man, he gonna
train
learn.
that shit, bro.
You know what? No, I just had a problem with it because Floyd Mayweather had him up on the shelf for so many years, or wasted time rather, until that contract was up. Do you know how much he could have learned in that time, where he will be at right now? I mean, he was focused on Tank. That what makes a bad promoter. You can't focus on just one fight at a time, but Hitch Africa, hey, shout out to Eddie. Eddie's still a big liar, but still in all, I mean, he's still a formidable opponent, and shout out to him,
Yeah, so, shout out to Joseph. He dropped me a $5 cash out too. He says Richardson is ass. Dev will embarrass him. Yeah, you got to favor Devin Haney in that fight.
Yeah,
got to favor him in that fight for sure. I'm with you on that, bro. I think Richardson Hitchens got exposed last night. He's not as slick as he thinks he is. He tries to use his feet for his defense and his length and going straight back and putting your jab out there and doing it. Now Devin do some of the same shit too, but I think he does it at a higher level. But putting your lead hand out there, just trying to use range, man. Ain't nobody. When you start fighting at the higher level, them dudes ain't gonna care about that, man. They gonna go straight through that shit and try to bring that shit straight to your front door. They ain't gonna respect you just because you long, bro. Just because your arm reaches 74 inches and you 5'10", people, when you start fighting, in title eliminators and people is fighting for a title shot and you start fighting champions and shit, man, they don't care about that shit, man. They gonna bring that shit to your front door. Subriel Matias don't give a fuck how long you are. He don't care how good your jab is. None of that shit, man. Exactly. Gustavo Limon did not care last night. Nothing about no jab, how long Richardson Hitchens was. Matter of fact, he liked how long he was. That's why he kept tearing up his goddamn body.
Right.
So it is what it is, bro. I think that he did show heart, though. I will give him that. He showed heart and he bit down and he fought. But I think he's right up under the top tier of fighters at 140 pounds. I think guys like anybody with power and pressure and some sort of feat, I think give him all the trouble in the world. So we thinking of Gary Antoine Russell. We thinking of Subriel Matias, Gustavo Limons. Like these dudes is problems for him, bro. They're problems for him. So it is what it is, man. That's all I got.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, Knockout.
Yeah.
I believe 140 right now is the deep division. All right. That's what I believe. 140 is the deep division right now. And I mean, yes, you got the Pitbull, you got Devin, you got Teal up there, and you got Matias. But still under that, you still got great fighters at 140. Man, so that's the division to be looking out for this year. That's the division.
You ain't wrong. You still got like Alberto Puello, you got Lindolfo Delgado, you got Arnold Barboza Jr., you got Sandor Martin, Ryan Garcia is at 140, Regis Prograis is still there. We can't forget about Kenneth Sims, can't forget about Jack Catterall.
Whoa, yes,
you know what I mean? Batir Akhmadev. We got it's some fighters, bro.
Yeah.
Some fighters at 100 for Arnold Barboza Jr. is another one that you can't forget about. Elvis Rodriguez is at 140. It's a lot of fighters at 140, man.
Right. Yeah.
It's a lot of fighters at 140 for sure. You ain't lying. It's a deep division, man, for sure.
And now I don't know how true this is, but Shakur Stevenson, he got one more fight left with Top Rank, and I believe he's going to stay with Top Rank. And now he's not getting no smaller, so you might be seeing him moving up pretty soon in another year, or maybe less. So
his ass is definitely staying at Top Rank, and if he stay at Top Rank, I don't want to hear Shakur Stevenson fans come to me about no Tank Davis fight. Tank Davis ducking him. Devin ducking him. If he stay at Top Rank, then he wasn't really trying to fight them like that, man.
Now, one thing about Gary Antoine, what the hell is he doing? Why no one's talking about him? Why he's not fighting? And he's a damn good fighter. And is he following his brother's footsteps? Do you want to fight once a year? I haven't seen him. I haven't heard from him. Haven't seen him. I mean, he need to fight. He needs to fight. So I'm trying to figure out.
I'm looking at it right now.
Last time
he fought was August in 2023. Before that, it was July 2022. So he has only had 2 fights in the last 2 years. He got to get 2 times this year, man. I mean, he fought once in 2020. That's because of the pandemic. Once in 2021, but he did fight 2 times in 2022, but then once in 2023. So he's starting to get real inactive, man. And with 100% knockout ratio, the amateur pedigree, the fighting style, you would think that he would be more active. They got to do a better job keeping him active for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I think with this Amazon Prime, I think it was a good rollout, and I think it's better days to come for them. So that's how I see it, and that's all I got. Knockout.
Yeah, man, I don't have much else either, man. It's been a great show. Y'all be sure to watch boxing this weekend. This weekend coming up, we got the Jared Big Baby Anderson card.
Oh yeah,
Jared Big Baby Anderson is gonna be back in action this week. So a heavyweight card. I saw somebody earlier, I forgot who it was, said they like these little fights, but they looking for a heavyweight fight. Well, you got a heavyweight card on your hands on this Saturday coming up on the 13th. Matter of fact, next Saturday on the 13th.
Is Abdullah Mason on there?
In action. Huh?
Is Abdullah Mason on that card?
I don't think so. I think he's gonna be on the Shakur card. Let me look real quick.
Okay.
Let me look real quick. I don't think so. I think he's on the Shakur card in July. Boxing schedule. Let me see.
Yeah, I will, Dale, as soon as I get off. Yeah.
Let's take a look. He might be though. Let me see.
I heard something. I heard some rumor about it. Okay, Dream Water said he is. Okay. I thought I heard something.
Yeah, he on there. Yeah, he on there. You got I got it right here. You got Robinson Casasias on that card. Abdullah Mason's on that card. Ruben Villa, Henry LeBron, F.A. Ajagba, and Jared Anderson. F.A. Ajagba in a good fight with the Italian heavyweight. He fighting the Italian Guido Vianello.
Oh yeah, I know who Guido. I've seen him fight before.
That's a good little fight right there. So yeah, it's some know, that's the card that we're gonna be looking at to try to make some money on. And then obviously the week after that, you got the Devin Haney card. So, and then the week after that, Virgil Ortiz is back in action. So boxing looking good in April, man.
Oh man, look good in May too.
Boxing looking good in April. And then right after that, so we about to go on a run here. So on the 13th, you got the Jared Anderson card. On the 20th, you got the Devin Haney card. On the 27th, Jose Ramirez and Virgil Ortiz is on the same card. And then Cinco de Mayo, you know, we got Canelo Alvarez's card with Jaime Munguia. So, and then also that week you got Monster Inoue versus Luis Nery. So yeah, it's gonna be a movie, man. It's gonna be a lot of
wow. Yes, sir. Young World in the super chat. He said, OG, I'm on my way to the beach. All you need is your trunks. Salute KO and the Wild chat. Man, I told you, man. I live in the Midwest, man. We still got our coats and scarf on and hats. He like to tease me with that nice summer breeze. I told you I'd be knocking on the door. Don't mess with me, man. All right. But anyway, that's all I have. All right. Thank you all for showing up and showing out today. Thank you all for joining us with another morning after show. And I appreciate
you got a month and a half. I'm looking at this schedule, and I know we're getting out of here. You got a month and a half straight of nothing but fight calls, bro.
I love it.
Your next month and a half is going to be busy. You got Jared Anderson on the 13th, Devin Haney on the 20th, Ramirez and Virgil on the 27th, Canelo Alvarez and Munguia on the 4th of May. You got Monster Inoue's card on May the 6th. May the 11th, you got Vasily Lomachenko, George Kambosos. May 18th, you got Usyk versus Fury and Emmanuel Navarrete versus Baranchyk on the same day.
My guy, Navarrete. Yeah,
you busy. You busy, man. But hey, y'all come check us out, man. I'll be live tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Sir. And I'll see y'all out soon, man. I appreciate you, OG. Thanks for another great show, man.
Yes, sir. And I'll be live tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock a.m. sharp, baby. All right. And with that, that's all we got. Me and Knockout, we always be living it up. We out of here. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
This song is dedicated to all those ballers out there and all those hustlers and just people out there just getting their money on, you know what I'm saying? To all of you haters, just remember this. I'm living it up, y'all.